Creatures of the night, it's your girl Tati. Let's talk about Ring of Honor. And I am really happy to say that we had another really great episode of Ring of Honor. Last week was pretty good, and this week also was pretty good. We did have like an hour and 10 minutes, but I felt like the vibe of the show made it feel, I don't want to say longer, but made it feels like you got, I guess, your little money's worth for this episode. We started off with 8-man tag. We started off with the Spanish Announce Project, which is Angelico and Serpentico, teaming up with AR Fox and Alex Zane to go against Volador Jr., Beast Mortos, Hechicero, and Defunto. When you look at everybody in the ring, you're just like, so we just picking up people from catering and telling them to get in the ring and just do something because we're paying y'all, right? It gives that vibe, but it actually turned out to be really great. You have the babyface team, which is just a whole bunch of nice guys teaming together. And then you have this team with Hechicero where it's like a whole bunch of misfits that don't seem like they belong together. You got two dead guys, you got Volador Jr., and then you got a fucking sorcerer, and it's kind of interesting. It's interesting. This is really fun, really fun. I kind of judged it before the match started because it just seemed, like I said, like we just putting people in the ring together, and it was great. Hechicero, who they say he's in the Don Callis family, and I just love to hear it. He's part of the Don Callis family. Even Lance Archer came on out there as well with them and helping them cheat. And it's crazy because like no matter what Hechicero does, people are cheering him anyway, and it has nothing to do with him being a heel or babyface. It's really the talent. Like people really love what they see with him in the ring, and they like what he does so much that they're always cheering for him even when he's apparently the bad guy. So that's pretty interesting. For me, with Lance Archer being out there pretty much being the fifth man, we knew the babyfaces was going to face a huge challenge when it comes to Lance Archer. And even at some point, referee ain't even paying attention at all to see that we have Lance Archer beating up everyone from the babyface team, and that helps the heels take the win. But after the match, the heels are just like, we're still in the spirit of giving ass whoopings, and they continue to beat up on the baby faces. And then here comes Brody King, Lord have mercy, come out there with Bandito, Ishii, and Hologram for the kids, and they come out there to help these guys. Now remember, Hechicero and Bandito will be going one-on-one for the Ring of Honor World title at the Deadly for Dishonor pay-per-view that's coming up later on this month. So we're just seeing a couple of little run-ins with these two guys here. And honestly, I'm really excited for it. I know some people have been saying like, oh, this feels kind of random. Not really. If you're watching on a weekly basis, you'll see that there are things going on between Hechicero and Bandito. And even things have been playing out on AEW, particularly Collision, when it comes to these two. So it's not necessarily random. And even if it was, who doesn't want to see a title match with Hechicero and Bandito? Now after this, we get a promo from the Premier Athletes who say that they were undefeated when it comes to them going against CMLL wrestlers. And to be honest with you, I don't remember that. I really don't remember that, but okay. And they end up calling out Neon and Mascara Dorada so they can have a Lucha Rules match. And this is supposed to be a special episode of Ring of Honor that's going to be on YouTube on Friday. I don't remember hearing them say exactly what time that will be coming on, but this is supposed to be for a YouTube special, so they'll have like special matches for people to enjoy on YouTube. Now, after this though, we have Gringo Loco going against Willie Mag. Now, Gringo Loco is from Chicago, and this is where they, taped this match, I guess last week or whenever the last time they were over there in Chicago. But what was interesting, despite him being the home guy, when I tell you the crowd was loud as hell for both of these guys. They were absolutely just blowing the roof off the building, making so much noise for these guys throughout the match. They really enjoyed this. And Willie Mack, Gringo Loco, two guys that we see on Ring of Honor from time to time. These guys are tremendous wrestlers. If you have never seen them, I mean, just pull up like a highlight reel of these guys. They're absolutely amazing. These guys are on the meaty side, but they're very agile. Like when I tell you their agility is absolutely insane. Like these guys can do probably shit that Speedball can do. Well, some of the things that he can do, and they're really, really fun to watch. And I was very surprised to hear like how loud the crowd was. This is the loudest that I've heard the crowd in quite some time, and rightfully so, since these guys are super talented. Now, I was thinking, all right, Gringo Loco, you know, he's at home. Why not take the win? They've gone with each other plenty of times, so their chemistry is on point. So this is definitely one of the best matches of the show. However, Willie Mack takes the win, which really surprises me. And this was to go into Willie Mack getting the opportunity to go against Nick Wayne for the TV title, which was interesting because remember, Gringo Loco had lost his Proving Grounds match against Nick Wayne, so he's out of that picture. So now Willie Mack is like, well, I beat this bitch, so why not go against Nick Wayne? Nick Wayne, Mama Wayne, and Kip, they end up catching up with Willie Mack in the locker room, and Nick Wayne's like, after everything you see me doing up in here, all the matches that I've been having and winning, what I've been doing to Christian and everything, and you want to go against me? All right, bring it on. You'll lose like everyone else. After this, there always got to be that one squash match on the card. We have Ren Jones going against Lance Archer. From the very beginning, while his music is hitting, already commotion going on backstage. Lance Archer is beating the hell out of this guy, comes into the ring, beats him up some more, and wins. And honestly, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not a squash kind of girl. However, I feel like this is the same old thing that they're doing with Lance Archer, which I feel like with him being in the Don Callis family, we should have been past this. We should have been past him being booked the very same way that he's been booked since day one. And he has that credibility being part of this group. So I understand he's supposed to be a monster, but he doesn't have to keep doing matches like this every single time. He is better than that. After this, we have ladies on the card. We have Taya Valkyrie coming out with Johnny TV, Mansoor, and Mason Madden to go against Layla Gray, who at first comes out with the whole, damn, what's the name of that group? Scorpio Sky and Top Flighting them, and Christopher Daniels, but everyone else leave except for Christopher Daniels. Christopher Daniels joined Layla Gray ringside. Now remember, Tony Khan had announced since like the beginning of this year about the pure women's title that just seems to never going to be happening at this point. And we got two people who had been announced to be part of that tournament, which is Taya and Layla Gray. Layla Gray has lost every single fucking match that she's had since they announced it. Which I feel like has not been a good thing because everyone else who have been announced to be in that tournament has won every single match that they have had since they've been announced, which I'm like, well, why have just that one person losing everything? I don't know. When it comes to booking, y'all know how it is over there. Anyway, this was a pretty great matchup with the girls. We had Johnny TV trying to be a distraction in the match. And honestly, Johnny, he's a cute guy. He might distract me too in the ring. But Christopher Daniels is ringside and he's ready to make sure that there's no distractions going on because he don't play that. And surprise, surprise, Layla Gray wins via submission. I've never even seen Layla Gray do a submission before. And this right here was a good win for her. This is Taya Valkyrie we're talking about. And on top of that, with a submission, hopefully during this time since they've announced a damn thing and haven't done anything when it comes to the pure tournament, hopefully she's been getting more training in terms of on the more technical side. And if she has, that will definitely help her when it comes to whenever Tony Khan feel like getting this tournament started. Layla Gray for the win. Congrats. Now after this, we get a little bit of a surprise. We got our good uncle Tomohiro Ishii going against Main Man Oro, also known as Oro Mensah. Was really surprised to see him in Ring of Honor. This is the first time. I mean, honestly, I don't know what he's been up to these past few months, so I don't know if he's been wrestling or not. But I was really surprised to see him here, and I was just like, oh, so Ishii gonna do a squash? Like Ishii, he's not a squash type of guy. And thank goodness this wasn't a squash match. This was actually a really, really great matchup between these two. And I was really surprised to see Oro getting some time, like good TV time to show what he's all about. Obviously, his first match being there, I mean, he's not going to take a win over our good Onk. However, I thought he looked really, really good. And I'm hoping to see him come back again. Really great matchup. The Summer of Ishii still continues with a W. So now we have a interesting promo where it's Mina Shirakawa talking to Athena. Well, talking at Athena because she ain't there. And she says, bitch, because of you. You're the reason why I've been out. I won the interim TV title at Supercard of Honor, and the next day at All In, you broke my hand, and I couldn't win that little money in the clipboard thing, and now I'm coming to get revenge. So we have Mina Shirakawa, who will be going against Athena at the pay-per-view in about 2 weeks. Lord have mercy. I don't like it. I don't like it. And look, the story is there. It's not like we just put this together for nothing. I totally understand. However, since the pay-per-view, we really haven't had many girls on the show. Athena is more focused on AEW, which is what we've been praying about anyways these past 2 years. But we're barely seeing her there, and not too many women's matches happening. Some episodes of ROH, there is no women's matches, and I felt like this was an opportunity that they could have used someone else. I get it, like Mina Shirakawa, everyone wants Mina, but where are the other girls? Where are the other girls? I'm sick and tired of everybody hitting up Deonna Purrazzo about something, or Queen Aminata, or all these other girls. Mercedes Martinez is still on the damn roster. We haven't even seen her in God knows how long. Diamante not doing anything. A whole bunch of these girls are there, but not there. And it's just the same girls that they keep giving the same opportunities to. And honestly, I don't like it. But like I said, the story is there. They're giving it to us, and we got no problem taking it. Now, our main event, we have a Proving Grounds match. We have a Proving Grounds match for the Pure title. We have Lee Moriarty going against Shola. This was, everything. It was so good. And I knew it was going to be so good. Shola is really, really on the technical side. And Lee Moriarty, y'all know what's up. SCP, I thought they all came out just to be on the stage for a moment, get a little pictures or whatever, and then they left. Then Lee goes out there by himself to handle business. Wow, this was absolutely amazing. Now, Shola, this is his second time doing a Pure Rules match, and it obviously is an advantage for Lee Moriarty, who is he knows the rules inside and out. Shola, he knows them, but he's using the rope breaks pretty quickly, and it's becoming a advantage for Lee. However, Lee's underestimating him. I don't think he's ever seen a match from Shola before. So maybe he came in there thinking, I'm just going to win as always. I mean, I am a champion for over a year now. And just when you're thinking that Lee Moriarty probably get a win fairly quickly, and definitely less than that 10 minutes, Shola goes out there and show out for that little TV time, which I do appreciate. Now, that last minute of the match, though, it was a huge struggle for Lee Moriarty, who's trying not to get locked in a submission by Shola. Shola is doing his best to lock it in, but Lee is struggling to move around. He just figured, I'm just going to keep moving to make sure he doesn't get myself locked up like a pretzel. And then that time runs out. 10 minutes has passed, and Shola earns an opportunity to go for the title. And at first, Shola seems to be a little upset. I don't know what it is about people being upset about winning Proving Grounds matches. This happened last time, too, when Teton won the Proving Grounds match. And he was upset, and everybody in Mexico was upset. And I was like, wait, that means you won. Why y'all mad? And he seems to be a little upset. Maybe he just didn't understand what that actually meant. But he got a title shot, and they end up announcing that will happen at the Dead Before Dishonor pay-per-view. So we got a few matches lined up for the pay-per-view. As usual, they're going to kill it, but I wish we spent a little bit more time not just setting up matches, but telling stories when it comes to these things. Like pay-per-views, people want to be invested in them. I mean, I'm watching or whatever, but still, the stories are what keep people coming back over and over again. You guys? The show was pretty good. Another good week for Ring of Honor. And I can't wait to see what they got cooking up until the pay-per-view. So I'll see you guys then.